Beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This will be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below. And I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Keep in mind that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. So let's have an empty cup when you're on Lady Noble's channel so we can really see what's up, darling. Today we're going to ask Spirit and ask Source, the Divine Most High White Light. What is it that the zodiac signs are leaving behind in 2025 as we move forward? What is one of the strongest points? And we're starting with air placement, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or any placement in your birth chart. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But what is it that the air placements is leaving behind in 2025? What is it that the air placements are leaving behind in 2025? The air placements are leaving behind feeling like they are an outsider. So if you, air signs, have been experiencing maybe in your life, I'm hearing someone say my entire life, maybe you've been in situations or environments where you felt like you were an outsider, where you felt you didn't fit in or you just weren't included. Well, air signs, you're leaving this behind. And this is a positive for you. Now, because someone feels like an outsider, it does not mean that you're desperate. It does not mean that you're depressed. It just means that you're someone who feels like you in. And so you're leaving this behind, the mindset, the idea, the whole idea of being hyper focused on feeling like you don't belong. You are choosing to move forward and create a lane of your own. You are choosing to move forward and create a circle of your own. You know, this could be new friends, okay? If you're someone who's separated from loved ones, or you don't have family, or you feel you don't fit in with your family, well, Spirit is, in your spirit team is placing people in your path that you will be able to experience and they will feel family-like. So just because a person is not blood related does not mean you cannot experience them, in a loving nature, far as feeling like they're family. 1 second. Okay, somebody don't want me to get that out, or somebody mad because I said that. But either way, so once again, air signs, just because you may have felt that you were an outsider at one point in your life, it doesn't mean that it's a negative thing. It doesn't mean that you're someone who's weak or you feel that you're less than. It just means that you're moving forward and you're leaving this energy behind. So you're leaving this energy behind and you're creating a lane of your own, If you're someone who is deemed or seen as a loner, well, you'll have your own friend group. You will be around like-minded energy and people, okay? So basically, you're not allowing anything, air signs, to get in your way. No longer, nobody puts baby in the corner. The scene from Dirty Dancing. You're not allowing anyone to make you feel like you are an outsider. Maybe you're someone, when you are around people, you feel like you are being picked on or you are being targeted. And it could be because you are a chosen one. It could be because your aura and your light, your energy. There could be something that people envy about you, or people feel intimidated when you are present. This could be because of your aesthetics. Maybe you're very beautiful or handsome. Sounds cheesy to bring up, but it happens, it happens. And I must speak on it. If a person is, how can I say this, considered to be, like I just said, extremely handsome or beautiful, which is something on the outside. And I'm not saying that that defines a person, but people are often punished or judged for being nice looking, for being popular, or if you're someone who draw a lot of attention, in some settings that can trigger people to become jealous or envious. That can also trigger, especially the females, to want to target an individual because of their aesthetics. And this could be because of your physique. You could be someone who likes working out. Maybe you like working out and you have a nice physique. That means you work and earn that body. You can't help because you look nice in your clothes. And so maybe you have felt like an outsider. They're telling me to come back to the card. You have felt like an outsider because of this. The same for guys. You could be a guy who loves going to the gym, or you like dressing nice. Okay, every time they see you, you put that on every day. You look nice. You're well groomed. You're smelling good. You're looking good. And it's not to say that anyone is perfect or better than anyone, but the truth in reality is jealousy and envy is real. There are people who become jealous, envious, and insecure when they see a person who is handsome or beautiful stepping into the room, when they meet a person or see a person that is confident. Now, this isn't all people are jealous or envious, but there is a large portion of people here on planet Earth that carries this trait, that carries this nature of, trying to target individuals whom they feel that gets a lot of attention, or they just may be attractive or confident, male or female. So also, if this is you, you're leaving that behind. You're no longer being concerned. It's not your fault if someone envies you. If someone is jealous because you're a guy that you like to dress nice, and maybe you're a gym shoe head. Okay, someone loves gym shoes. You have like probably over 100 pairs of gym shoes. You love kicks. You love a fresh pair of gym shoes. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. And I'm talking about high end brand. You probably got every Jordan, every Air Max, and whatever other high end brand. And that's your prerogative. We don't have to apologize for being who we are. We don't have to dim our lights. If you want to dress up, if you want to look good, smell good, you're entitled to that. And if you happen to step in a room where people begin to try to target you, maybe they make sarcastic remarks, maybe they try to mock you, be disrespectful. There's a lot of things that can occur. That has nothing to do with you. So, source is saying, before I have to get some water again, don't change who you are. Live your life wholeheartedly, and do not change who you are, air signs. Continue to be the beautiful or handsome person you are. If you're sexy, you look good, put it on. If you love your makeup, put it on. If you love your wigs, put it on. You want to get dressed, put it on. You do not need to apologize or dim your light. And if you ever feel that there's a need for that, that means those are not your people. That means you're in the wrong environment. So for the air signs in 2025, you're leaving behind the idea of being an outsider. You're not waiting for anyone to give you any kind of validation. You're not in your feelings. You're not being upset if someone didn't invite you somewhere. I'm getting that. They're telling me to work with this card, collective. Okay, they're telling me don't even pull, to work with this card. And so maybe you are someone, you could have a friend group, and you could have a friend or two who tells you about the event the day of or after it's taken place. I'm picking up on that energy. Spirit is saying that is intentional. There are people who do those things intentionally. It's to try to hurt you. It's to try to make you feel some kind of way. But in reality, what it really is, these are people who could just possibly be insecure, and they don't like when you are around because you make them feel some kind of way. Whether they're jealous of your confidence, your aesthetics, what you look like, maybe their man or their woman stares at you, maybe you get a lot of attention. It could be a lot of things, but that is dissipating. You're no longer going to be concerned or dealing with that kind of energy. And it's coming up not because you have been stressing about it, air signs. The things that I named, these are things that happen every day in people's lives, things that really occur. A lot of things that aren't spoken about. People don't want to speak about how people envy what somebody looks like, how people envy, don't want a person to show up and they'll deliberately not invite you. So I'm picking up on that energy. Maybe you have a friend that calls you the day after the party or the day of, like an hour before it starts, something like that, male or female. That's intentional. That's to make you feel left out. And so Spirit is saying, moving forward, just trust and know. Those are, spiritual nudges for you to detach from people who treat you in that manner, because it's intentional. Okay. So these are people who have issues that are going on with them. Okay. You could be someone, age has nothing to do with it. But I'm getting for someone, maybe you are someone who is younger. Maybe you have a friend group and you're the youngest person out of the group, and maybe the more seasoned Men or women may have a little jealousy or envy going on, so they don't include you in things. And Spirit is saying those aren't your people. There's no need to check them or, want to know why y'all didn't, that's just a spiritual nudge that those aren't your people and for you to go in a different direction. So in 20, for 2025, the air signs will be leaving the energy behind. So much so, once again, as this little child is looking through this gate, you're going to be so focused on yourself, so confident. You're already confident, but you're going to have your own thing going on, so much so collective that the same energy of, this represents you feeling looked out. Those who chose to deliberately try to make you feel left out, they're going to be looking and watching you, metaphorically speaking, whether this is verbally hearing about you, through conversation, hey, have you seen the collective, what they've been up to? They are going to be, basically, it's going to flip the script. There's going to be an energy shift. The same energy that you were in, those people will be in. So for 2025, the air signs is leaving behind the whole idea or experience or even existing and feeling like they are an outsider. The air signs are coming into themselves. You know who you are and where you are, and you're very confident in who you are, and you're coming to the realization that you have to create your own world, your own community, your own family, your own friend group, and it doesn't have to be from a particular demographic of people or from a certain neighborhood. It's okay to go out. I'm picking up on someone who's going to start to go out more, explore more. Maybe you're an introvert. Maybe you like sitting in the house, and that's okay. We pay for our homes. You should enjoy your home. But I'm picking up on someone who, I can't stop laughing, who likes to be indoors. But you're going to start going out and meeting people, and you're going to have new energy entering your life for you to experience, whether this is friendship, or something romantic, business partnership in many areas, Spirit is saying. Okay. So that concludes the zodiac placement of all air placements of what you'll be leaving behind in 2025. Later.